Welcome back.
We just recorded one of the worst episodes on the podcast.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't recall it.
You don't even remember it.
No, I don't.
We just recorded Star Fox 64.
Star what now?
Star Fox.
Never heard of it.
Honestly, I'm not sure if we're going to release it.
We probably will.
Maybe.
For your enjoyment.
I'm going to edit it and see how it goes and listen back to it. And if it's really boring and stupid, I might not release it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So to change,
you have to sign up to our Patreon if you really want to hear it.
Yeah, listen to the boring episode. You got to pay us $5 a month.
Exactly. I like that. That's a great idea. What do you think?
I think that's good, but then we have to set up a Patreon.
5 subscribers times $5 a month means we both, can go out once a month and go for a coffee.
Yeah, but then we got to actually make it content that people would want to pay for.
They don't know what they're going to get until they've already given us their money.
It could just be like nice photos of you.
It could be, but it probably won't be.
I'd like that though. Just like you.
I know you would.
Just like you wearing like a nice sweater vest posing for like a school photo or something.
Yeah, well, we'll figure that out once we get the Patreon up.
Holding your cat or something, just smiling.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
I could do that. I need to get a haircut first.
Yeah, me too. But today we are going to talk about an actual more interesting game.
It's true. One that's got a little bit more
meat on the bone
to it. Yeah.
What's this one called?
That's more ham hock, actually. More ham on the hock.
Exactly. Right. What's this one called?
More pot on the roast.
Sure.
This is Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, this is a game we've talked about doing like 3 times now.
Mm-hmm.
We're finally doing it. That's exciting.
I'm excited.
Nice.
Are you excited?
Yeah. I think you like this game more than I do, but I still like this game.
It's a fantastic game.
It's great.
It's one of the top PlayStation games.
Yes.
I couldn't tell you where it necessarily falls on like an IGN list or anything like that, but it's got to be up there. Because I don't follow that stuff.
No, we didn't do top 10 PS1 games.
We have not yet.
This would probably be in both of ours.
Oh, absolutely. Well, it should be in both of ours, but...
Yeah. I'd have to think about it. But I think it would be close, if not in it.
It would definitely be in mine.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so let's... Oh, actually, pickups. Hold on. What have you been playing? What have you picked up? Let me know.
I don't remember everything I've picked up, but...
Anything comes to mind?
Yes. So I picked up a copy of Growlancer Heritage of War recently.
I thought... Oh, never mind.
Seemed kind of interesting. Obviously a strategy game, but it looks a little bit different. And like Eric Landon was really ranting and raving about it, calling it like the most underrated gem on the PlayStation 2. And I was like, okay, cool. And one popped up locally for a little under market value, so I scooped it up.
Cool.
Also got a copy of Contra 4 in for the DS.
Yeah.
Really, really interesting game that I would love to do an episode on in the future.
I'd have to play it.
Yeah, well, obviously you'd have to play it in order to talk about it.
Let me borrow it.
Yeah. There's no cheat codes, though, unfortunately. However, I will say, so in most Contra games, you only get like 3 continues or something like that, or you get like 3 lives or 5 lives or whatever, and a couple continues. Mm-hmm. On this one, there's an easy mode. Mm-hmm. The easy mode gives you, it's 9 or 10 lives and 5 continues.
Wow.
So it's pretty generous. That being said, it's a pretty difficult game,
still
though.
Hard, yeah. Is it still made by Konami?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the predecessor of Contra 3, the Alien Wars. So basically, it's where they left off with that one. Fantastic game.
Interesting.
I also got Luminous Arc recently for the DS. Wild Arms Alter Code F.
Yeah, I want that.
And the Suikoden remasters.
I want that too.
Yeah. And then obviously talking about Contra 4, that's primarily what I've been playing lately. Mm-hmm. Just kind of been wanting something where I can pick up and play, like, Pokemon Pinball. Mm-hmm. Haven't beaten Contra 4 yet. I can get to, there's 9 stages in the game. I've been able to get to stage 7, and then I die every single time. It's pretty difficult.
Damn.
What have you picked up or been playing?
So I had like a little haul of games and decided to go to one of our local stores just to bring stuff in and see what I could get for it. I ended up picking up Darkstalkers 3, Batten Kaidos for GameCube, What else was in there? Stop doing that.
Sylphid for the Sega CD?
That was at a different store. I picked up Sylphid for Sega CD, Black on PS2, and Cold War for PS2. But I swear there was more. Oh, I picked up Ys Memories of Celceta on the Vita and Final Fantasy X and X-2 on the Vita.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Lots of games.
Yeah, it's been nice. I've been on like a comfort video game kick lately where I've been playing games from my childhood. So I replayed Tony Hawk's Underground not too long ago. That was fun. And now I'm playing Final Fantasy X on my Vita like every night before I go to bed. That's been nice.
Do you have a favorite song in Underground?
In Underground, favorite song? I think Armageddon.
That's mine too. Yeah, the Alkaline Trio song.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite song in the game.
Yeah, that's a good one. There's also some good hip hop ones too, but I can't recall at the top of my head the names of them. And Pain by Jimmy World's a good one too. Mm-hmm. Is that in that one?
I don't. Was that in the second one?
I can't remember if it's in Underground 2 or 1.
I'm thinking it may have been in 2.
Okay.
But Armageddon's definitely in the first one.
Yeah, I remember that. Isn't there a Millencolin song in there too?
The only Millencolin song in any of the games that I can think of is No Cigar. Mm-hmm. And that is not in those games.
Oh, okay.
That's in 2.
Did you hear about the shitty remaster that's coming out?
Yeah, So here's the thing. I love Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 more than I love 4.
Okay.
So I was pretty happy to see that a lot of the soundtrack is from 3 as opposed to 4. Mm-hmm. But, yeah.
I love both of those games. I think 3 and 4 are both awesome. So, like, it's cool that 3 is getting a faithful remake, but, like, it's really annoying to me that they're making 4 just, like, did you hear about how they're not making it open world?
No, I didn't hear about that. Enlighten me.
Yeah, so you know how, like, in Tony Hawk 4, it's like you get free skate roam to like a level, and then you go up to NPCs and do missions similarly to Underground.
Yep.
They're getting rid of that, and they're just putting the 2-minute with just like the challenges on all the levels.
See, I like that formula, but I do also like the mission style formula in 4.
It just seems lazy to me. Like they're just
Yeah.
let's just do it the same as 3. Like if that was an extra mode that they added on, I'd be like, oh, that's cool. But the fact that they're just removing the story mode, it's like, what the hell?
Personally, 3 and 4 are such fantastic games. They did not need remasters or remakes or anything.
No, but it's fun still.
Yeah, I get it. You know, it's more money in their pocket. But is it Neversoft who's putting it out?
No, so Neversoft's not around anymore. Neversoft disbanded a while ago, and the first remaster, the Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remaster, was made by this new company called Vicarious Visions, and that had members of Neversoft in it. But they're not bringing them back for this remaster, which is also a red flag, because any other Tony Hawk game that wasn't made by Vicarious Visions or Neversoft has been complete garbage.
Yeah, that's kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
I probably will not play it,
I
but
probably won't either.
I was happy to look at the soundtrack and see that they kept a lot of the stuff from 3 in there, because that soundtrack is honestly about as iconic as like Symphony of the Night is or Ocarina of Time. I don't necessarily love all of the songs, but I know all of the songs.
Yeah.
And when I hear them, I immediately think of, you know, skating through the airport, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Or the suburbs or something. But something that's kind of shitty too, though, they're keeping the CKY song, but Bam's not in the game. They removed him, but they're keeping his brother's band, and he like made that song popular. Kind of lame.
Yeah. I mean, Bam's really done a number on his reputation.
He has.
Over the years.
Over the past few years, recently, he's been doing very well. He's been recovering, and he's been clean, and he's just been skating a lot lately. And
I wish nothing but the best for him.
For sure, yeah. So it's just, I don't know. I understand he's got like a bit of a reputation, but like, I don't know. He still hangs out with Tony Hawk too.
Who was
okay.
your go-to skater when you would play?
Oh, I mean, all the games are different.
Sorry, I'm specifically talking about 3 and or 4 here.
Okay. Probably Eric Costin, Andrew Reynolds, or Jeff Rowley.
Okay, were you like a Zero guy? Did you like...
I like Jamie Thomas, yeah. But
Oh, I don't know why I thought that for some reason Rowley was...
He was Flip.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. And I'm not really huge on Flip. I like the Sorry video. I think it's great. And the second video, Real Sorry, is also good. But after that, they kind of went downhill. I like Girl a lot, which is why I like Costin.
And that was Alyssa Steamer as well?
No, I don't think she was ever on Girl. She's on Baker now, or she was on Baker. Or maybe she did a guest pro model on Baker, which is Andrew Reynolds' company.
Okay.
But I don't know what she was on Toy Machine.
Okay.
Which is Ed Templeton's brand. I don't know what she went on. I think she was always on.
I'm just trying to think about in 3 when you collected all the skateboards in the
Yeah.
various levels in each skater and what they had. I don't
cool.
know why I thought she also had girl decks, but maybe it was Toy Machine.
I don't think she was ever on Girl. She was too like edgy and dark and cool for Girl.
Yeah. I always went with Cream.
Cream Campbell? Yeah,
Yeah.
that dude got a fucking sick nollie varial flip. He can pop them like super very high.
Yeah.
He's cool. Yeah, Chad Muska's fun too.
Yeah.
Even Bam's fun to play as. The funny thing is if you take Bam's shirt off, like if you play as him and then edit his skater and take his shirt off, he's got his stomach tattoos.
That's hilarious. I didn't know that.
Yeah. That was a cool game. I mean, it's like the reason why I started skateboarding was because of that game.
I think that it was, a big reason why a lot of kids started skateboarding.
Yeah.
That and Big Brother magazine and all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, like, I am excited to maybe try the remaster of 3, but I am also just equally like it's like you'll be paying full price for only like half the experience.
I don't need it. I've already experienced it when it came out and loved it, and I don't need to relive it. If I want to relive it, I'll bust out my copies of 3 and 4 that I have.
Yeah, that was just a letdown. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
I liked the first remaster. I had fun with it, so I was looking forward to this one.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're not talking about Tony Hawk. That's it. Moving on, let's talk about Castlevania Symphony of the Night. We're going to get into some of the development.
Go ahead.
You always get me to do it.
You've got a better voice than I do.
I don't think so. I think you've got a much more proper voice
Really?
because you speak on the phone to people.
I do more than just that, asshole.
I mean, as a job, you just have you have a wider vocabulary than I do.
I do. I'll admit it. I'm better than you. It's fine. But I think that you're the better. You're better at reading off the information on the screen.
I'm monotone as well. All right, so this game is an action role-playing game developed by Konami for the PlayStation and the Sega Saturn. It was directed and produced by Koji Igarashi as the assistant director at first, but then later took over. And it was also directed by Toru Hagihara. This is a direct sequel to Rondo of Blood, originally planned for the 32X. It was called Castlevania The Bloodletting. Apparently, there's a playable prototype out there.
I don't know how I feel about that because, I've not played the proper Rondo of Blood. However, a lot of people state that it is, one of the best Castlevania games in the franchise.
Yeah.
And I'm inclined to believe them from what I've watched gameplay-wise. It looks fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
But having a direct sequel come out on the 32X kind of sounds like it would have been Castlevania Suicide, I don't know. I don't think it would have been nearly as successful, and I understand that this game was not very successful when it first came out either, but I think that putting it out on the 32X, would not have been a good idea.
No, that would have killed it. So thankfully, Konami realized this and decided to change the platform to the PlayStation. And that's when that version of the game, like Bloodletting altogether, just kind of got canceled. And then they restructured the whole thing as Symphony. Like you said, this game did not sell very well at first, but over time has sort of, gained a cult following and eventually did do well for the platform, well enough to get a greatest hits release. So that's good. This game's also been released on a few other platforms besides those two I said before, the PlayStation and the Sega Saturn. This then also came out on the 360, the PSP, the PS4, Android, and iOS.
Yeah, because there would have been the Konami Classics for the Xbox 360? That's what it came out on?
Oh, yeah?
I'm fairly certain that's what it was. It was like a collection of Konami games.
Okay.
On the PSP, it would have been the
PSN.
the Dracula X Chronicles or something like that.
That too, I guess, yeah.
And then, sorry, what was the other one you said? PS4?
PS4, 360, and Android and iOS.
Yeah, there was a Castlevania collection that came out a few years back now that I think was exclusive to PS4, and I think that's where that came out on. I'm drawing a blank on what it was called, the actual collection itself, but I think it was 2 games.
I think it was also just released like on their digital stores, just as a single game.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it for development.
I'm surprised that this game has not had like a proper remaster yet, or like been released on the Switch, because it's just one of those games that I feel like would, garner a lot of sales. They could make a lot of money off of remaking it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I necessarily want to see it remade.
Yeah.
I think that, like, quite frankly, just a port, because there's not really much that they would need to do to make it like look better.
Yeah.
Because the game already looks fantastic, which we'll touch on later. But it's just, even doing a port on a modern system, kind of like Skyrim, right? How it's just like every console it just gets ported to. They could do this with that, and they would do really well.
Well, I think the reason why it hasn't yet is mainly because of Konami. They've been weird for a very long time, but lately they've been doing good things. So, I mean, I think it's not out of the realm of possibilities that we'll see something like that in the future.
I hope it happens. I mean, once again, we both have PlayStation 1 copies, both content with just playing that. But I think it would be really cool just to have it, on other platforms, modern platforms where you can play it.
Yeah, for sure. I think an HD remaster would be cool. Like, similarly to the Suikoden one.
Yeah, once again, I really don't know if this game needs any sort of enhancements.
I think just for like modern TVs.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. And like, if they can, I don't know what the frame rate's locked in on this game, if it's 30 or 60, but if they can make it 60, that'd be great. If it already is 60, then just keep it that way. When did this game come out? I didn't even put that in my little blurb here.
Okay.
When was this released?
This was it 96 or 97? It was one of the two.
I think 7. 1 second. I'll find it here. 97.
And was it like around Halloween that it came out?
March 20th.
In Japan or in North America?
It just says March 20th.
Okay.
Nope. Here we go. Oh, you're right. October 3rd, 97 in North America. March 20th in Japan.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of Castlevania games, they tried to release it around the spooky months.
Oh, yeah, because look at that. Even on the PlayStation Portable, it came out October 23rd.
Yeah.
And then on the PS4, it came out October 26th.
See?
That's cool.
It is neat.
I never knew they did that. It came out a year later on the Sega Saturn.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. I was going to say something else, but I don't know if that's... I guess that's gameplay. All right. Let's move on to plot.
All right.
So this game takes place 4 years after Rondo of Blood in the year 1796. Essentially, Richter goes missing with Dracula's castle reappearing. So Alucard goes to investigate and destroy the castle and look for Richter. That's just like a basic summary of it.
That's about as basic as it can get.
What do you think about the story of this game?
Story in the game is fantastic. I don't know if I want to divulge too much right now, if now's the time, or...
You don't have to go into like spoiler, like end game stuff, but you could talk about like beginning, mid kind of stuff.
I mean, this kind of feels like the first Castlevania game with a really big story. I guess the third game also had... Well, I take that back. Let me go back. Simon's Quest has a pretty big story.
Yes.
Castlevania 3 has a pretty big story. Rondo does as well. But thinking back to like 4...
Not really.
And Dracula X, I feel like those don't have very large stories.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the first one in a long time that kind of gets back to like having a rather large story.
Yeah.
And I mean, having Alucard back in as the main protagonist since the third game is really cool.
Was he in the third one?
He's in the third one, yeah.
Okay, I've never played 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah. So I thought that was really interesting that he was back in this. And just kind of like, not his story per se, but his story in this game is it's just really interesting.
Yeah. I mean, Castlevania games, that I would say plot is never really like the biggest point of those games. They're more like a gameplay thing.
Not usually, but since this game does have a lot of those RPG elements, I do think that it is necessary to have...
This one definitely has more of a plot than what I'm used to seeing from Castlevania. But I'm just saying, like, I don't think Castlevania's like story is like all that important. It's essentially just get Dracula, kill him.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from with that, and I don't disagree with you, but it's nice that it has
Absolutely, yeah.
more of a story than past games. I mean, finding out about, who his parents were.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, when you come across like Maria throughout the castle and you have like little exchanges with her, like that's really fun too. Even, I mean, this is kind of a different game, but the Castlevania 64 actually kind of has like a bit of an interesting story too. So this is kind of like the era of trying to inject like a bigger plot to the series, I think. And I've played some of the other ones too, like Lament of Innocence and stuff. That one's story is also kind of like just like a nothing story, but
it's kind of funny how like some of the more revered Castlevania games I feel like are the ones that have more of a story to them.
That's true.
As opposed to like, let's look at the GBA for a moment, a game like Circle of the Moon with Nathan Graves, one-off character who I don't think was in any other Castlevania games, doesn't have a whole lot of a story. I feel like generally people don't like it, and it's not necessarily because there's a lack of a story. I think it was because since it was a release title on the GBA, it was a very dark game and kind of hard to see, and I think that's why people didn't really like it so much when it first came out. But then you look at something like Aria of Sorrow, right? People love Soma Cruz. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan, but people love Soma, and I get it because it's a little bit more involved. There's a bit more of a story with those games. And sure, it's interesting, but I think that, the Castlevania franchise is very subjective and divisive in what people like and don't like.
Yeah. Would you say that the Koji Igarashi games are like the better ones?
Like, I love Castlevania 4.
Yeah, I do too. That's a good one.
But I think that's for the 2D games. I think that's kind of where my love starts and ends with it. The Castlevania, like Metroidvania games that Igarashi did are, bar none, the best.
Okay.
I
haven't played a lot of them.
Once again, very divisive. There's some that are great and some that are not so great. And I think it varies from person to person.
You liked Circle of the Moon, right?
I loved Circle of the Moon. I think it's a fantastic game.
That's a DS one?
No, that's the first GBA one.
I might have to just get one of the collections one of these days and just like dive into them.
You should absolutely pick up the collections. First of all, everything's on one cartridge. The other cool thing about the GBA collection is it's also got Dracula X on there.
Yeah.
Which is incredible. Now you don't have to spend $350, $400 to play this game. And the Dominus collection, which is the newest one with the DS games, I'm kind of curious to see how some of that stuff translates onto the Switch. Because the DS games were a little bit more involved, like in Portrait of Ruin, you switch between two different characters and you have to like use them in various areas to kind of advance. There's like some puzzle solving stuff. And then in Dawn of Sorrow, I think it is, you have to seal like souls. And so basically what you do is with your stylus, like you just do a pattern on the screen to kind of seal a boss's soul, which is an interesting concept. But yeah, anyways, yes, I do think that the Igarashi games are the best Castlevania games.
Okay, that's cool. It's definitely a series that I want to get into more. Just all the ones I have, like this is the only one by Igarashi that I personally have. I have this one, I have the 64 one, I have Lament, and one of the PS3 ones. Like I just have like a random collection of Castlevania games, and I have 4 as well. But it's a series I've always been interested in, a series I've always liked. I just haven't played a lot of the more revered titles.
Also, just to touch on, since we're talking about the franchise right now, I think it's really funny that there's like 3 iterations of Castlevania 1. You've got Castlevania on the NES. Castlevania 4 is basically kind of a retelling of 1.
Okay.
And then you've also got Castlevania Chronicles on the PS1, which is basically just an updated version of 1.
It's like a remake?
Essentially, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, like Chronicles is a very stiff game to play.
Yeah.
1 is very stiff, but 4 is a little more fluid in motion and everything. So I just thought it was kind of funny that like there's 3 different games in the franchise that are essentially the same game. Granted, 4 is a little bit different.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, let's move on to gameplay.
Let's do it.
Woo. Okay, so Symphony of the Night is a Metroidvania style.
Correct.
This is one of the games that pretty much cemented that term. 2D side view kind of game, platforming, has RPG mechanics. You can get different weapons, upgrade your weapons, learn new skills, learn spells.
Heavy exploration.
Heavy on the exploration. You're revisiting places constantly looking at your map. The Sega Saturn version of this game lets you play as Maria, which was kind of cool. And it also gave you an extra 10% of the castle to explore. But if you play as Maria, it gets rid of the story. You're just kind of like a free exploring mode.
There is also a secondary mode in this game that gets rid of the story as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So I don't know if you have to beat the game first, but at the beginning of the game, when you input your name, if you put in Richter, you get to play Richter mode.
Yeah.
And basically what it is you just go through the castle playing as a traditional 2D side-scrolling Castlevania game. It's like 3 hits and he dies. It's brutal.
Oh, wow. Didn't you beat it like that?
I've not completed it, but I've gotten to the inverted castle that way.
Oh, okay. That's hard.
Yeah. So basically what you do is you just go around facing bosses until you've beaten the game. It's not nearly as fun as the traditional way to play Symphony of the Night, but I just appreciated that the developers put that in there as well.
Yeah,
just as something extra to play, because like, let's say you bought this game, you're not super keen on the new Metroidvania style. Well, hey, all you have to do is input this code, and now you can play it in a traditional sense, but in a more modern way as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool that they opted to do that.
That is pretty cool. I enjoy that. Yeah, this game's got wicked gameplay. I think it's really fun. The RPG mechanics are kind of what drew me in the most into this game, because, like I said, I'm not too well versed with this series, but this is definitely my favorite one, and I think it's mainly because of the gameplay. The RPG mechanics are a lot of fun. Exploring the castle is really cool. Seeing all the different areas and levels. Some of like the hurdles from making you progress can get a little frustrating when you don't know what to do or where to go to progress.
I mean, that seems, like most Metroidvanias, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, you just need to keep exploring. Just keep exploring. Talk to everybody that you can interact with. Yeah. And eventually you'll kind of find your way.
Yeah, it's good, man. I don't have too much else to say about it.
In terms of gameplay, there is a lot of customization with equipment and weapons and everything. I can't remember everything off the top of my head because there's just so much. But I mean, if you equip 2 certain items at the same time, you get like a big bonus. There's summons in the game. Like you can summon various things to kind of follow you and help you out. Like there's a fairy that helps replenish your MP. And there's like a little imp, I think it is, that flies around and shoots like fireballs. They also level up along the way.
Oh, that's cool.
And like it's super, super cool that they've added, these additional things.
What do you think made them change it to like this sort of style?
So the reason why is because when Igarashi became, assistant director, he was just kind of fed up with seeing Castlevania games in bargain bins across Japan and wanted to revitalize the franchise. And so at the time, he was heavily inspired by Super Metroid.
Oh, okay.
And opted to try to make a game, in its like as an
fashion.
Homage to, basically.
Yeah.
And
That game rules too.
he really hit the mark. I mean, like, it's a fantastic game. I love Super Metroid as well. But there's just something about, like, this feels like how Castlevania should have always been.
Yeah, For sure. I agree with that. Yeah, that's funny. When I went to Japan, like you'd go to some like video game store chains and like, yeah, you look in the bargain bins, it's crazy what you'd find.
I'm not surprised.
I went to this one where the bargain bin was literally full, like just full of mint copies of Dragon Quest VII for PS1, and they were $1 a piece.
Yep.
It was ridiculous.
I mean, people used to take days off of work and out of school to go buy the latest Dragon Quest game when it came out, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's that loved over there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think Final Fantasy
Fentanyl fantasy.
No, that's here. I don't think that Final Fantasy is even loved as much as Dragon Quest is.
No, I don't think so either. Because it's like the OG, you know what I mean? And it had Akira Toriyama doing the designs. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, we're not talking about that game either. That game's fucking long, dude.
I believe it.
I don't think I'll ever finish that game.
Speaking of Toriyama, though, the lady who did the art for the Castlevania game, this was her first foray into doing art for video games.
We're not talking about visuals yet, Holden.
Oh, okay. I guess
That's a separate chapter.
I'll hold back then.
Hold your horses.
But I guess we can move on to art style and visuals next.
May as well.
Okay. So, the art for this game was done by Ayami Kojima. She did the art style for this game as well as a bunch of the other DS ones and GBA ones.
The PS2 ones as well. Like,
Yes.
she did basically everything after this.
Exactly. I love the cover art for Lament of Innocence, honestly. I think that is a really nice looking game. And she also came back for Bloodstained when they did that.
Which is super cool.
Mm-hmm. I still have never played Bloodstained. I own it, but I've never tried it. I don't think that game looks as good as this one does, though.
I've only popped in Bloodstained for about 10 minutes, and my poor eyes could not read the text on the screen, so I had to stop playing. Mm-hmm. But from the 10 minutes or so that I played, I absolutely agree. Like, Symphony of the Night it marvels, you know. It's
got like hand-drawn sprites with lots of frames of animation. So the animation looks very fluid and smooth.
Oh, yeah. When Alucard's, walking through a corridor or whatever, his cape, moves up and down. And his
hair, too.
Like there's a couple frames behind where you can see him moving. And it's almost like not his ghost or whatever. Like
his essence.
Yeah. It's just, it's so beautiful. I've not played another PlayStation 1 game that looks like that. I've not played one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Because, like, the backgrounds in this game aren't even... Like, they're just, like... I don't know what you would call it. But they're... like, they're not pre-rendered, but they're also just, like, 2D. There's, like, some 3D sprites in this. Like, with the enemies and stuff. But it's mainly a 2D game.
Yeah. Well, that's what he wanted to keep. He wanted to keep it a 2D game, but he wanted to go for a different style.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it's a really good-looking game.
Honestly, yeah. Like I said, it's from what I've played, it's the best looking PlayStation 1 game. And I think it's kind of funny, too, that this game came out in 97 and it looked so good.
Yeah.
Like, that's a pretty early release.
For the PlayStation? I think the PlayStation came out in 95.
In North America, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, considering like games still came out into the early 2000s, like 97's pretty early.
Yeah,
and to have one of your best looking games come out that early on, because like let's think about other games for a moment here, like what's it called, the the Norse mythology RPG.
Valkyrie Profile?
Yeah, Valkyrie Profile. Like that's another fantastic looking game.
Sure.
But that didn't come out until like 2001.
Yeah. I mean, Breath of Fire, I think, is one of my favorite PS1 looking games. Breath of Fire 4.
Yeah.
Is some of the best 2D.
That came out in like 2000, right?
Yeah, like near the end, for sure.
So, okay, Final Fantasy VII came out the same year as Symphony of the Night.
For
there
sure.
you go.
Yeah.
Granted, this is more a 2D game than a 3D game, but...
I think that's the main thing about it, right? Like, a lot of games at this time were all trying to be 3D, because that was the big thing, right? Everyone wanted their game to be a 3D game. 2D
everybody wanted to be Bubsy 3D.
Exactly. Everyone wanted to be Jumping Flash and Bubsy. This style of game was like... looked as like that's old old news, which is why I think this game didn't sell too well at first, because people are just like, oh, another 2D Castlevania, like whatever. I want to play Castlevania 64. And then people played that and were like, oh, maybe I should try Symphony of the Night. And then they were like, oh, 2D games are still good. So,
which is kind of funny that, after this came out, they released Chronicles, and Chronicles was the actual dumpster fire Castlevania game of the PS1.
I thought you liked Chronicles.
I don't like Chronicles, no.
Oh.
No.
It's not good?
It's not very good. Like I said, it's basically just
stiff.
the first one.
That's it, though?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was like a collection for some reason.
No.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, anyways, do you have anything else to say about the visuals?
The bosses look fantastic.
Yeah, they look really good. They're really big sprites.
Yeah, they're huge. Some of them take up the whole screen, basically.
Mm-hmm. I like the eyeball thing that looks at you through that one hallway in the background.
Yeah.
That was fun.
No, there's so many cool sprites in this game. Like,
the designs are really nice.
There's so many different enemies.
I never really looked through the manual of like the NES or the Super Nintendo one, but like, would you say the art style, like there's a big change in art to this one, or is it kind of similar?
You can make things out a little bit better in this game, obviously.
Sure.
Color
palette.
Like,
sort of like, how like with the character sprites, when like the characters are talking, like, that specific sort of art style, like the character portraits.
Yeah.
Do you think in like Rondo and Castlevania 4, is it similar? I mean, I don't think they have talking.
They didn't have any, like, Rondo had cutscenes in it, but 4 definitely didn't have anything. Like, 4, there's some cool enemy sprites and whatnot, but that's about it.
Yeah.
No, I'd say that Symphony of the Night definitely is leaps and bounds better.
Okay.
I know that we didn't touch on this within visuals at all, but this kind of goes into the audio aspect, so I don't know if we're going there next.
We are.
Okay. So the segue into it is I just want to talk about the one thing in this game that I think is actually pretty poor. So the first thing I want to touch on is the one thing about the game that I actually really don't like, and that's the voice acting.
Oh, I love the voice acting.
The voice acting in this game is atrocious.
Yeah, but that's cool.
No, it's the one thing that really turns me off. That being said, it's not enough to obviously not play it or not enjoy it, but it's just like
it's part of that 90s
so
charm, dude.
Awful. It's so bad. And actually, the final song at the end of the game, "I Am the Wind," I don't like that song. I don't like it at all. Every other composition in this game is fantastic, but I hate the final track. I don't know why they felt it necessary to actually have this song with vocals at the end of the game.
This probably seemed like a more of a big deal. Like, look at us, we got a singer on our game. Like, we're like, you never saw that really, right? Like in a video game where you saw it in Sonic R, and that worked well.
It just felt so out of place to me. I don't know. I didn't care for it, but that's just me. I don't expect anybody to feel the same way.
I don't mind it if it's like a song that's like beginning or ending of your game. If it was like background music and there was like someone singing, that'd be kind of strange. But I mean, like when I think to like, I don't know, like the Kingdom Hearts opening theme song, like that's got vocals in it. And it's iconic. But
I think the reason why as well is I understand in RPGs, beginning of the game, you've got this animation with like the song playing and it kind of like gets you pumped up for the game. Castlevania, you've just spent so much time in this dark castle with all these like wild enemies.
Yeah.
And then you've got like this anime sounding song at the end of the game. It feels so out of place. I'm like, why the hell would you do this? I just don't like it.
I can't even recall the song, to be honest.
It's not very good. You can insert it here if you want.
I'll have to listen back to it. The rest of the music, though, is very good. Super atmospheric and very fitting, I think.
Yeah, the rest of the soundtrack's fantastic. Also, I just want to touch on it. It's not necessarily an anime song. It's just not good. I don't like it. But yes, the rest of the soundtrack is absolutely fantastic. Marble Gallery gets stuck in my head probably every other day, and I hum it at home. And I absolutely adore the soundtrack. It's up there with Ocarina of Time. If somebody said, which one do you like more? I'd say, I don't know.
Okay. It's composed by Michiru Yamane. I don't know if she's done other ones too. She probably, or he, I can't tell.
Hats off to them.
Yes. I'm not sure if they did other Castlevania games as well. But there's lots of different genre styles in this game.
tons.
Like it bounces around from like techno to metal to like just like jazzy kind of stuff, and it's all made by one person, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's a mind blowing soundtrack. I mean, depending on what part of the castle you're in, it could be like you said, it could be a jazz composition, and then you go to another place and it's just a little more atmospheric. When you're in the underground catacombs, I think it is, and it's just like this like frog croaking and just like this piano composition that's really eerie. Love it. It definitely sets the mood in each part of the castle that you're in.
Yep.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah. I personally like cheesy voice acting in video games. It doesn't distract me too much. It's kind of
Is that why you're playing Shenmue right now?
God, I love that game. I was playing Shenmue too. Yeah, there was a while when I was like really sick. I was throwing up a lot.
He had dysentery.
Maybe. But then like the next day when like the vomiting kind of slowed down and I could just like relax and sit down for a minute, I played through Shenmue and like, oh man. It's got great voice acting. Have you ever seen any of that game?
Back when I was Chinese, that clip?
Back when I was Chinese.
Isn't that from Shenmue?
I don't know. I mean, there's parts where like you're looking for Chinese people and you're like, do you know anyone who speaks Chinese? And they go, why are you looking for Chinese? Hey, sir, want to wrestle? There's lots of really good iconic parts.
Yeah, I've never played it.
I personally like corny voice acting. I think it's charming. And especially if like they're not trying to make it cheesy. It's just like people who aren't voice actors trying to voice act. I don't know. There's something endearing about that, I think. They're just like trying their best. And like this game's got really funny voice acting. I instantly think to like the opening. But I mean, technically that's also Rondo of Blood, the whole, what is a man? A miserable pile of secrets.
Symphony of the Night.
Well, Rondo isn't that at the end of Rondo?
That's in the beginning of this game.
I know, but isn't the beginning of this game the end of Rondo?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Right? So, I mean, it's kind of both of them, but I love that line. I think it's awesome.
It's terrible. I think it was from a book, actually. Like, they kind of updated it. Oh, it was years ago when I was Chinese. That's right. That's the quote from Shenmue.
When I was Chinese.
Stupid. But,
I love that.
sorry, what were we talking about there?
We were talking about the voice acting.
Oh, yeah. So the what is a man, a miserable little pile of secrets? I think what it was that was a quote from a book, and they just kind of like changed it.
Okay. Interesting.
It's a stupid line, and I hate it.
I love it. I think it's awesome.
Pretty
It just
awful.
reminds me of like the 90s. I don't know. It makes me think like Resident Evil 2. When it was like, 7 years ago, there was this incident.
I mean, in Resident Evil, it makes a bit more sense because it's kind of campy, right?
Yeah.
Castlevania,
You don't think Dracula movies or vampire movies can be campy?
I don't really watch them.
Well, they totally can. Have you seen Twilight?
Nope.
That's pretty campy.
I've seen New Dawn, though.
That's Twilight.
Yep. Not Twilight, though.
It's like the second one.
I don't know.
One time Fran made me watch all of them with her.
Whew.
Yeah. It was during COVID when we couldn't go anywhere.
Lucky you.
Yeah. It was boring. They lose all their action, just become a weird love movie. It's not that fun. They should make a actually, you've because I know you're not much into anime, but you should watch the Castlevania anime.
I know. My boss keeps telling me I should
I think
because
you'd
they just
probably
did
like it.
Nocturne, right? Like this is the new
I think so. Yeah.
Castlevania series, I suppose, because there was like just the Castlevania for Netflix, and I think this is like it's not a new season. I think it's like a completely entirely different show with new characters in it. Yeah, maybe
You should. And get you that could be your entryway into watching some cool shows.
possibly.
Yeah. Because you never even thought you'd like anime, and then now you like it Lunar, which is pretty anime-ish.
Yep,
You didn't think you'd like strategy games, but now, look at you.
I know.
Big strategy man now.
Yep.
You're growing up, my little boy.
Yeah, I'm getting bigger.
The first time I met you were just like, I like to play Dragon Warrior on the NES. And now you're like, so got all this big repertoire of games you've played.
I know. It's pretty alarming. I'm starting to lose my roots.
That's true, and I like that, because the NES is boring.
What's up next?
That's all we have. That's the end. We can just start talking about the end of the game now.
Oh, I mean, there was stuff we didn't talk about. We didn't talk about...
That's what I mean. Like, you can put in whatever final thoughts you want now, but like in terms of chapters, that's pretty much it.
Do you have any favorite compositions from the game?
I mean, just like the beginning intro one's pretty sick.
Like Dracula's Castle?
Yeah, that one's freaking rad.
Do you have any favorite bosses?
Favorite bosses? I'm not sure.
I don't expect you to have like an answer. I know you've played it once, right?
I've finished it once. It was a while ago. I would like to refinish it. I've played it since then a bunch of times, but I've only finished it once. And I don't even think I got 100% on the castle or anything.
Getting 100% on the castle is pretty difficult.
It is. But I don't even, like, I think I was like 95% or something.
I don't even think I got 100%. I think I was at like 98 point something.
Yeah.
At that point, do you really want to traverse the whole thing just to get the extra 1.6% or whatever it is?
I'd be curious to see what it is, though. Like, what are the secret that I'm not doing to get there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I remember I was watching this, I was playing this game with a walkthrough, and there's a part early on in it where it's just like if you stand in this one corner of this room for like 30 seconds, this elevator takes you to another room, and then you can get this like cool weapon. And I was like, oh, I wonder if that's like a secret spot that people don't normally come by. Did you ever do that?
In what?
In this game.
An elevator? Oh, yeah, I know where you're talking about, like in the clock tower room.
Yeah, and you get the punchy thing.
Yeah.
You get the knuckles or whatever.
Yeah. I did get that. Funny enough, this game actually doesn't have a lot of secret areas.
Yeah.
Unlike some of the other later entries in the Castlevania, Metroidvania games. Like, a lot of them have like places where you can hit walls and it opens up like new areas and new rooms. In this game, it's more exploration heavy than it is finding hidden areas, I'd say. Mm-hmm. We didn't talk about the inverted castle at all. We didn't talk about how...
Well, we can. Let's do it. What do you want to talk about?
After you defeat the game, you find out the game's not actually over. The castle goes up into the air and inverts itself, and then you have to go through the castle a second time.
Yep.
But it's upside down.
That's where I'm at on my save right now.
Inverted castle's really cool, but I still think that the first portion of the game is a little cooler.
Yeah. It's just kind of neat. Throws you for a loop. You're kind of just like, oh, I didn't expect this.
And Shaft, like,
yeah,
you don't have any idea who that is. The game, like I said earlier, where you have to equip like different things in order to find things. So when you're in the castle in the final fight against Richter the first time around, you think that you have to face Richter, but what you actually have to do is you have to have these goggles on that show you this green orb floating around, and you actually have to hit the green orb versus hitting Richter, because if you hit Richter and you defeat him in battle, you get the bad ending of the game. Mm-hmm. You have to hit the green orb so many times until Shaft appears. That's when you find out that Richter has been controlled by Shaft, and that's when he inverts the castle, and you have to go and find him that way.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool, because the first time I played it, I defeated Richter, and I was like, holy shit, that was pretty hard. If I remember correctly, because he moves really fast, but you don't want to do that because then you get the bad ending.
Who's your favorite boss?
My favorite boss? Oh, man. That's hard. There's like this mass that's just like a bunch of dead bodies and whatnot.
Yeah.
They do it in a lot of the Castlevania games. I really like that boss just because of how like just creepy it is, right?
And gross.
It's gross, yeah. I really like that boss. Not because of any sort of difficulty or anything. I just think it's really cool.
Yeah.
So I like him quite a bit. But yeah, the inverted castle's cool too. Like I said, it's still fun to traverse and see everything upside down. But it's not as interesting as the castle the
first
side
time around.
up.
Yeah. I understand that. But I do like that they do that, because the game would be kind of short if they just left it that way.
Yeah. The one thing that bugs me about the game as well, aside from the poor voice acting, is there's a lack of like replenishments within the game in terms of food.
Yeah.
It would have been nice if you could have gone to the librarian, I suppose, and bought food, but you can't do that.
Yeah.
You just have to find food along the way.
Wall meat.
You have to find meal cards and whatnot, and then you get something randomly from the meal card. It would have been nice if they had a means of buying food somewhere, because you can acquire all this gold in the game, but it feels like once you've purchased a decent weapon, you don't really need it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
So it would have been cool if they did that. Yeah, it's just beautiful, beautiful game. Otherwise,
Yeah, I don't really have much else for it. I think it's a solid game. It's my favorite Castlevania game. It's my favorite Metroidvania game. Have you played many other Metroidvania style of games besides, like, outside of Castlevania games?
I mean, I've played a few of the Metroid games. Like I've played Super Metroid. I've played,
Played Fusion, didn't you?
yeah, I played Fusion, and I played what's the other one that came out on the GBA?
Zero Mission?
Zero Mission, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoyed Zero Mission. I didn't love Fusion, but Super Metroid's a fantastic game. I mean, those two games, like Symphony of the Night and Super Metroid, you know, are two titles like that you just need to play those two. You don't really need to play anything else. I'm not saying that, you know, Metroidvania games aren't good, because they are. They're fantastic. But I just find that those two, you know, being like the grandfathers of the genre,
Yeah.
they're both perfection, and you really don't need anything but those two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. I've played Hollow Knight.
How was that?
It's fun. It's really cool. I think you'd like it. I think that's about it, though, for me, in terms of Metroidvania style games. I've played Super Metroid, this, and Hollow Knight. I'm not, like, huge on the genre, but I do enjoy it when I do get a chance to play one.
Have you played Mundungus?
What's that?
It's a Metroidvania.
I think you're trying to joke me on something.
What do you mean?
You're trying to prank me. You're trying to make me say something.
You've been punked? Is that what you want me to say?
No, like you want me to say Mundungus?
But have you played it?
No. What is
okay. I just told you, it's a Metroidvania.
that? No, it's not. What is this?
It's Mundungus.
What is that?
Oh my god.
Explain it to me.
It's a Metroidvania that came out on the Switch, okay?
Actually?
Have you played it or not?
No.
Okay.
Is it actually?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
Yeah,
Who named their game?
Mundungus Fletcher.
You're lying. There's no way someone called their game that.
It's a thing.
You're lying.
It's put out by Super Rare Games in Europe. Comes with a sticker.
You're full of shit. You're full of dungus. Okay, so Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That's it.
A+, probably my favorite game on the PlayStation.
Would you give it out of 10?
You really want to know? I give it 100% of the castle explored.
That's not what I asked. I said, would you give it out of 10?
I give it 10 out of 10 castles explored.
I give it 10 big booms. Boom! I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. I'd probably give it like an 8.5. It's pretty solid. Maybe 9 if I'm feeling really into it.
It's better than Mundungus, I'll tell you that right now.
That's not a thing. You're lying. Stop lying to me. What's the next game, Holden? Do you know? What do you want to do next?
The next game is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Oh, dude, I would play Philosopher's Stone.
All right, I got it. I'll play
it too.
In Philosopher's Stone, do you have to play
Or
Wizard
Sorcerer's
Chess?
Stone. I don't know what the hell which one it is. Yeah, you do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Rook to B4.
4. B4.
If you get down on me, I'll get down on you.
Oh yeah. I'd do anything that you want me to. I'll make you come tonight.
Yikes.
Over to my house. It's a good save, man.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, it's clever. I remember watching the music video on Much Music when it first came out.
Yeah. The kid looking through the viewfinder.
Yeah.
And you just see these
They all had like
these spiky haired tan buff dudes
Yeah.
with pearl turtle. No, what is it called? The shell necklaces.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember something.
O-Town and B44
98 degrees.
and who put out oh my god. Soul Decision, that's who.
Oh man, I haven't heard that in a while.
Put the blame on gravity.
Dude, we should do like a 90s boy band review.
Could, but we probably won't.
Like we could like listen to one of the albums front to back and then give our feedback to it.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do that.
I kind of do. I should listen. I'm gonna listen to. Remember the B44 song with the guitar? It's like a middle.
I don't think so. You're gonna have to show me this.
It's really stupid too.
All right. Well, we'll listen to that right now.
Okay, let's have a listening party, guys. Here we go. I'm just kidding. Anyways, I don't know what game we should do next. I think we should do another RPG, but like one that we've both played.
Have we done Suikoden?
No.
Have you played Suikoden?
I have. I don't really remember the story though. Do you?
Yeah.
I know that there's like your dad and he goes bad and you make an army and you fight him, right?
Pretty well.
That's about it.
We could do like Chrono Trigger.
Yeah. See this is the thing though. We just did an episode on Star Fox 64 and I feel like that was one of our worst episodes and I think that's the case because we already talked about it so much in our top 10 64 games. When we did our top 10 SNES games, we already talked a lot about Chrono Trigger.
What do you mean?
Like we both talked about a lot of stuff about it. So I feel like we're just going to be repeating ourselves.
We're always repeating ourselves.
You're always peeing
We're
yourself.
always repeating ourselves.
You're always peeing
We're always
yourself.
repeating ourselves. No, the reason why Star Fox sucked is because we just played it. I don't really have much to talk about when I didn't even see the entire game and I don't really know much about it.
You saw the whole thing.
No, I didn't.
We got to the credits.
I didn't see the lava level.
Oh, well, it's just like there's this lava on the ground instead of water.
I didn't see it though.
Big
so
waves come up.
I can't really say how I feel about a game if I've not seen it.
You played it till the credits. You can have an opinion.
I did see the credits. You're right.
Yeah.
I do recall seeing it. Yep. I don't know. I'll figure something out and we'll talk about it next time.
Okay. I just like getting people excited for whatever is next.
Nobody's getting excited.
What do you mean?
Only you and I.
People listen to this. Not a lot, but there's like 30, 40 people.
I just wanted to give a shout out to Alex.
Olsen?
No,
Who's Alex?
Alex. He's my buddy who listens to our episodes. We get together once a week and play Magic and Cribbage.
Oh, yeah?
So I just wanted to thank him for listening.
Does he listen?
And my sister. My sister listens to this too.
Oh, see, that's
which is
nice.
fantastic.
I was talking to my sister about how we do a podcast, and I was like, yeah, but you never listen to it. And she's like, yeah, I don't. And I was like, why not?
Actually, both my sisters do. Alexis and Kat. They both
See,
listen to
you've
it.
got supportive siblings.
And my dad listens to it.
See,
You need to start bringing some viewers to the table, or else we're gonna have to cut you out.
apparently, Jesus, like none of my family listens to it, and I've told them all about it, and I'm just like, I like sometimes I tell them, sorry, that was a jumble of words. I've told them like, I talk about my childhood sometimes and growing up with the games. I'm not just talking about the strict mechanics of the games and that's it. And they're just like, whatever.
Now, William, do you ever feel like your family doesn't care about you?
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes.
I'm sorry. You should probably go see Dr. Phil then.
You look like Dr. Phil. You have a mustache.
Woohoo! I also look like Mario.
You've got like a bit of a handlebar though. His is like.
I look
goes
like
up.
brother.
Yeah, you look like Hulk Hogan.
That's right, brother.
You're blonde like him.
Have
too.
you seen all of those stupid things on Facebook recently where somebody keeps editing photos of people from like movies and they put Hulk Hogan in?
No.
Oh, so it's just my Facebook that's
It's
messed
just your
up.
feed, yeah.
Well, they're pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite one?
The other one, the one I saw yesterday was him as Golem. And it said, "That's my precious brother."
Oh, you sent me one, didn't you?
Probably.
What was it? Was it Harry Potter?
Probably.
I would play a Harry Potter game though. We should do that.
All right, let's play.
I have two. Actually, I have like 4 or 5 Harry Potter games.
Yeah, you bought one off of me. I think you bought Half-Blood
I sold
Prince.
that one because it sucked.
Oh.
I finished it in one sitting and was like, I wouldn't play this again. It didn't suck. It was just like a one-trick pony. You play through it once. There's no reason to go back to it.
It's not Leviosa.
It's Leviosa. Oh, it was Austin Powers.
Oh, right.
Do I make you horny, brother?
Yeah, see, they're stupid. I was sending them to Carissa all the time, and she said, "Stop sending this to me." So now I have to send it to other people.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Is that usually how it goes? You just annoy your girlfriend with stuff, and then when she says stop, you send it to other people?
Well, not usually, but sometimes. Yeah.
Nice to know.
Yeah.
Okay. We've been rambling for a while now.
Yep. We're going to play Harry Potter next. We don't know which one, but we're going to play one of them.
Are we actually going to?
Sure, I've got it at home.
Which one?
All of them.
I would love to play through the first one again, honestly. I played that one a lot as a kid.
I have Philosopher's Stone / Sorcerer's Stone for both PS1 and GameCube. I have Chamber of Secrets. I have...
Do you know Chamber of Secrets has a PS1 release as well?
Yeah, I've got it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I only have the GameCube version.
Interesting. I also have Goblet of Fire, Prisoner of Azkaban, the Quidditch game,
Sick.
Half-Blood Prince. Chris has got some as well for the PlayStation 3. They're like Lego ones, I think, as well as...
Yeah.
I think she also has the last two. I can't think of what they're called off the top of my head.
The Deathly Hallows.
That's it. Yes, thank you. That's right. Ignotus.
I would, yeah, that'd be fun. I think, again, that's another stupid title that, like, no one's, like...
You're a wizard, Harry.
No one's like, hey, you know what? I'm going to look up a review of Harry Potter 1 for PlayStation for my podcast listen on my way to work today. But
I'd be curious if they had a really big budget for the game and they actually used like the actors and actresses as the proper
I don't think
voice acting.
Did you ever see the face that they gave Draco in the first game?
No, but I want to see it.
He looks like a baby. 1 second. He looks like a newborn baby.
That is hideous.
Isn't it
My
ugly?
God.
Look at that.
That's hilarious.
But he still talks like a smart ass. He's all like, oh, Potter.
Potter?
You think you're so smart, Potter? Ooh, fuck you. Fuck your mom. That's what he says.
Poor Narcissa.
You want to go have sex with Hermione, don't you?
I mean, come on, dude. They were like 8 years old in the first film. Not quite 11.
I'm sorry. Never mind. I take that back.
How old were they in the first film?
I don't know.
Because I remember the cake said "Happy Birthday, Harry."
Happy?
I'm fairly certain that's what it says.
Hagrid
Maybe
can't
Harry
spell.
spelled wrong. I don't remember.
Hagrid made the cake for
Yeah,
Harry.
he did, and he sat on it too.
Yeah, Harry didn't make it.
I made it myself.
Dude, if his ass sat on that thing, it would have been flat. There's no way it's just like a little smudged.
Yeah, I think Mundungus sat on it.
Big Chungus.
That's right.
Okay.
Next week,
I'm going to have to filter through this whole
Big Chungus
thing.
for the PS4 is what we're playing.
Yeah. What up, Doc? No. I don't know what we're going to do.
That's all, folks.
We might do Harry Potter. That would be funny, but we'll see. I also kind of want to do one like Lunacy again. No comment?
Oh, sorry, what'd you say?
I also kind of want to do another game like Lunacy again.
Yeah, Lunacy's weird.
That was fun, though.
It was Fundungus for sure.
Okay, let's end this because Holden's getting a little loopy now. All right, guys, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.